Am I in
please.
love? Mhm. No. I got new shoes, I'ma ride.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Here on a Wednesday. Look, I'm the host, Kynard. I got my homie Britt. What's good, Britt? How you doing today on a Wednesday?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm dope. Thank you for joining me. There's a lot going on in the world today. It's a lot to talk about. But before we get into all of the madness, I mean, with the election, Tory Lanez, and all of that extra stuff. Before we get into all of that, I'm gonna talk about opportunity and how important it is to have opportunity, to be ready for the opportunity, to be prepared if you get an opportunity. For those that have come in and they checked out, a lot of times I get my inspiration for what I want to talk about based on what I've gone through, real life experiences. It may be my kid, but usually it's something I've thought about. And this past week, I pretty much wrapped up a project that I was given an opportunity, and based on that opportunity, I had to be ready. I had to be prepared. And looking back on it, I'm just glad, like, now that the project is done and wrapped, I'm just glad I had the opportunity. And it got me to thinking, a lot of times we have opportunities given to us and we may not be ready. We may not even recognize it as an opportunity, right? For the past 4 years, I've done a tremendous amount of content creating. I've done music. I've released comedy, some memes. I've tried to release this podcast. I've produced a whole bunch of stuff. I've shot commercials. I've done ads, and I was working and I met someone and I began to network with them and I told them what I did. yo, these are the things that I do. After having that conversation, this individual told me, look, I kind of got some of those things going on myself. We should link up. Now, for anybody that's ever networked, most people know not every time you meet someone does that come to fruition, right? Sometimes you're in a situation where you have a conversation with someone in passing and nothing ever comes of it. Yo, you met that person, and if you in the same industry, you may see them another time and they may remember, oh, yo, I had that conversation. Just because you had the conversation doesn't mean an opportunity will present itself. Well, I was lucky enough that this individual said, hey, I got some work, and they offered a position to me. And the great thing about it is I really felt like, oh, this is going to be a dope opportunity for me, right? I'm in the situation, I'm networking, I'm saying what I can do. I go to have another interview with the person who, they're executive producing the project, and I ain't fit the role, right? I didn't fit the role of what they were looking for. Well, there's no spilled milk. I got some other things going. I kept it moving, right? They kept it moving, looking for the person that they were looking for. And that being said, it was no hard feelings because what they were looking for, I didn't particularly fit at the time. I was sad that I didn't get the opportunity, but I understood, that's their right to make a choice. So you're checking in. I'm talking about opportunity. A couple months pass, they double back, and it's another role they got to fill. I'm well-rounded. I'm versed. I have different skills. I can do more than one thing. They say, look, we got this role. We have another conversation. We define what it is. Boom. I'm given the opportunity to perform. Opportunities are important. But if you're not prepared for the opportunity, then you can put yourself in a bad situation. Maybe you take on something that's too big. At the time that the initial information was given to me, man, I really wanted to do that. But God had other plans because it wasn't given to me. And then we circled back and they offered me a different position. And at that point, I'm like, yo, this was meant to be. You want me to organize your set? Well, guess what? I've organized many sets before. You need some production assistance. Great. I work with production assistants. You need a cameraman. Great. I know some camera people. I talked about value in a couple of episodes ago and just, having valuable skills. Well, part of those skills was being ready for the opportunity. I built my network and I put myself in a situation where all of the hours that I put in, all of the time that I was grinding were brought to fruition through this opportunity. I'm blessed enough to say it was a paid opportunity. Because a lot of times in this business, people expect you to do things for free or the hookup. I was blessed enough that my experience led to me being in a position where I was given an opportunity, paid for what I bring. And I feel that I did a good job. I feel that there are some things that I might have missed, but I learned. I got better. And with that being said, I just think about the lack of opportunities that we get culturally. I'm going to let that simmer because a lot of times what it comes down to is the opportunity. You may have the capability, you may have the talent and the skill, but are you presented with the opportunity? And that's a very, very, very big deal. I read in an article today, the article said that only 1% of the CEOs running America's top companies are Black. Which means, some would say that means Black people can't run companies. I would be on the other side of that saying that Black people can run companies, but do they get the opportunity? right? That's why it's so important that when you put yourself in the way of opportunities, that you are prepared to do what it is that you need to do to bring the highest value you can bring. Once again, I'm the host, Kynard. I'm talking about opportunity, the lack thereof opportunity in the African American community. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? And if you want to comment, you're on Facebook, click the little Facebook icon. If you're on my webpage, that'll take you to the Facebook page. You can leave a comment. But what do you think about the concept of opportunity? You know, one of the things I like, I always bring it back to sports, right? There are a lot of great players in the NBA. Not everybody has a championship. A lot of great players in the NFL. Not everybody had the opportunity to win a championship. When it comes to work or entrepreneurship or owning a home or education, oftentimes African American community are left without the opportunity, which then puts them in a position where, you know, they may feel a certain way about, you know, the course of things that are going on in their lives. It's not that they're not intelligent, they just haven't had the opportunity to show. There's another opportunity in my life that kind of changed the course of what I was doing. I was working a job, was out of college, had a degree, and I got laid off. I went to my next job and I found it. And I was, you know, someone with a degree. I just wanted a job. At that time, I got evicted, got kicked out of the crib. I ain't had no money. I was struggling. I just needed something. I had an education, but I needed something. I go to this job and I work this job, and I think, like, if I'm being honest, self-reflection of myself, I was probably loud, I was probably rude. I thought that I knew everything. I was confident, borderline cocky, maybe arrogant. And this job humbled me because the way I saw myself was not the way that I was being used. I would even go so far as to say that, you know, there was a time where at this particular job, I wanted to advance and there was no more advancing for me. And the feedback on my performance is I wasn't that great of an employee. I'm gonna keep it real. Someone I consider to be a dope homie now at that time told me, look, you got a choice. You make too much money. We either gonna lay you off or you gotta go to another department. And at that particular time, I was super salty. My feelings was hurt. I was in my shit. I was mad. I was angry. But I went up to the other department because I needed a job, and I did what was asked of me. A new CFO comes in. He doesn't care who's in the department. He says, I need somebody to do this. What are you qualified to do? Are you valuable? It changed the course of my life because he gave me an opportunity. Understand, the same people who wanted to get rid of me ended up having to answer to me because I had a project where I was creating dashboards and I was creating data and I was creating reports for a CFO. I gained more skill. I learned how to sharpen the tools in my shed. I educated myself even past the education that I had because I wanted to be ready for the opportunity. Often we go through life and we get a couple of opportunities and we miss them because we're not ready or we're not paying attention. All I've ever tried to do was prepare for the opportunities that were given. And because that CFO, shout out to Mike Kazubski, because of him, the trajectory in which my career went like it took off. All because in that moment, he said, I have a need. And I was willing to say, look, I don't like what I'm doing anyway. Plus, I need some more money. I'm on that because that looked like that could lead to more bread. Athletes, they practice, they shoot jumpers. Football players, they prepare for the opportunity. LeBron James is a 3-time world champion. And he's still preparing for the opportunity to play in the finals. Brittany, what's your thoughts? What do you think? Are we prepared? Do we have to prepare for the opportunity? Are opportunities abundant? How do you feel about opportunity?
I feel like opportunities are everywhere. I feel like sometimes we don't always see them. And we don't acknowledge the fact that maybe what may be the opportunity that we think it is perhaps not for us, but that can always lead to something else. Um, I've been in experiences where I thought that I may have failed or didn't do as well as something that as I wanted to do, but that quote unquote fail to me was not a fail to the next person, which led me to more opportunities. So I feel like it's about perspective and how you see things, and taking a little bit from each space that you're in, each opportunity, and making the best of it. And kind of like putting, tools in your belt to use later.
So, I agree. I think that in both situations that I described, I don't fault the situation I was in when I was told I was either going to get laid off or had to go to another department. I was complacent to a certain degree. Hold on, I got a call. Let's see who we got. Hello?
Yo.
Who we got on the call?
Yo.
What's going on? What's your name? Where you from?
Man, it's International Mall, worldwide race,
International Marv. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
How you doing today? What you think about opportunity?
I think they're everywhere, and the only reason I think they're everywhere because they're always able to be created. Even in the darkest times, you can create an opportunity. What the world is going on right now, it's hella opportunity, and people are afraid to come out of the house. But there's opportunities in the house. You just got to go get them. Even at your job, like you said, you was at a spot where you was on the borderline of getting fired, and you still took the chance to find the opportunity at a place that you thought was underserving you. I think when people get in jobs or places where they think there's no opportunity, they close their eyes to anything new because it's not the opportunity they thought they wanted. And opportunity usually is not the one you think you wanted. You have to create it or take the one that's presented and then let it take you down that path to maybe what you want or something that you didn't even know that you needed.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point, right? Do we create opportunities? It's a situation where I think that Marv, you still on the line? You may have to call back. Marv, give me a call back. I'm over here trying to get it right. I think you're right, Marv, when you say that a lot of times we don't see the opportunities. I think that you're right. A lot of times we don't want to be open to something new. I agree with you that to a certain extent, you create your own opportunities. I think that first situation I was in, that being taken away from me propelled me to do something else. I just had to be ready for what that next opportunity was. All right, I think I got it now. Marv, you on the call? That being said, I think for me, I'm more of a believer in create your own opportunities, right? I believe that even if the situations didn't go, right? Let's say that this position I was offered it didn't work out, like I would have been okay and I would have continued moving forward to create another or be ready for another opportunity. All I can do is create the work and get it done. Marv said, Britt, he said that a lot of people are scared of the opportunities that may be present. He felt like it was an abundance of opportunities right now. Do you think it's a lot of opportunities right now?
There's opportunities to create your own lane. There's opportunities that we have more time than we've had in a long time. So if you don't use that time to either find or create an opportunity for yourself, that's a misstep, I believe. So I do, in some ways, think there are opportunities to be had right now, even when people think there's a lack thereof. You just have to be creative about how you approach them.
I think that, once again, it's probably one of the reasons I'm here today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Dope Dialogue Podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Kynard. I got my homie Britt with me. Marv, you on the line?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hey, Marv.
Hey.
You were going in about individuals being afraid of the opportunities. What opportunities have you found? What you got going right now?
Well, I think mainly the opportunities are in failure. So when you're not afraid to jump out and fail, so many great things happen. I guess your listeners probably don't know, but I deal in real estate and medical commodities and all that type of stuff. I'm an all-around go-getter.
Right.
Kind of got burned out on real estate, on traditional real estate. But then I kind of stumbled into buying mobile homes, which most people don't think. You wouldn't think a mobile home, you think these little tin cans, but it's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of money and they have a super duper high return on investment. So you have to not be afraid to fail. And even if you do fail or you're not doing good, they say never quit, but sometimes you might have to change direction for the meantime to get around to the end goal. So me saying I was burned out on traditional real estate, what I was doing kind of burned me out. Am I done with it forever? No. Am I done with it for right now? Yeah, because there's other lanes, and then I want to switch the ways to get money on the internet and things. But I tell people I'm the type of person that when I see a cliff, I don't put my foot out and see how far it go. I just jump. But that's who I am, though. I am.
You just jump head first. You going for it.
Yeah. I'm all into risk because I believe in myself more than anything else in the world. And I always figure that I can get myself out of any type of shitty situation.
Right. Well,
and so
I think
that's
why me and Marv vibe. For people that don't know, Marv, my homie, Marv is one of the reasons we're here today. Just because when I started doing music, Marv was like, "No, dog, let's jump off the cliff and see where it go." And to a certain degree, I mean, I think that my philosophy would be to jump, because you only live once. You shouldn't have any fear. You don't know what the outcome may be. You may shock yourself. And that's the thing for me. You may shock yourself by jumping and trying to create those opportunities or doing something you've never done before because you might be good at it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just think people should take them chances. There's a lot of people right now who like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do? But they've been thinking about selling dinners because they want to get a food truck. They're like, oh, I don't have all the money, or I really like doing hair, but I don't want to quit my job at this call center, or I really want to be a trainer, but I don't want to leave this nice cushy desk job I got. People let comfortable get it in the way of greatness, and greatness looks like a lot of step backs at first before it looks like a step forward, and people should understand that.
So
Y'all better stop trying to talk to me.
look, I'm not even gonna lie. I think I wrote a lyric, and I wrote a lyric this past week where it was like, hold on, let me grab it because I had some. For those that know, I write lyrics. The boy be getting to it sometimes with
He said I write
yeah.
lyrics.
You
Not
better
I
get to
write.
writing
I
some more
do
and put some
though.
more
Okay, so look,
put some more melody behind them.
I was like, look, come on, let's rap, let's get it. I'm old as fuck, something like a doctor in a clinic. Before it was lyrics, salary north of 6 digits. I didn't own it from the slavery. I tried to put some distance. Look, I was tired of working for other people. In the end, I'm going to just keep it real. Getting money is getting money, but it's different when you work for yourself. The freedom is way different, right? And I'm going to be honest. I just wanted the opportunity to work for myself, right? But I did it a little different. I went and worked for other people, saved up some money, and then invested in the things I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to create my own opportunity. And along the way, the skills that I've gained have allowed me to work on other people's projects, bringing my value and my knowledge. And I found paid work doing that as well, working for myself. And so I totally agree. Sometimes you got to jump off the cliff if you want to take advantage of the opportunity that presents itself to you. So I would say, Brent, jump, Brent, jump.
A
But
caveat to that though is
I be like in a parachute sometime. I be ready to jump, but I be like, ooh, this parachute still work?
no, that's like having a plan B. But I mean,
I
you got to
know.
be that person. You got to be that person to jump. Like if that's not who you are, you might have to like walk into the water until your body get adjusted to it. Some people like Kynard, he had to walk into the water. He jumped, but
Facts.
he slow rolled it. He was working. You got to walk into the water.
Still
My
slow
black
rolling it.
ass,
Still slow rolling it.
I don't I
I
don't
be
do
like, I
what I
put my
don't do
toe
well
in.
with
I don't
that.
even want to walk in all the way. Just
No,
let me put my toe in
no.
first. Let me get it acclimated, and
See,
then maybe I'll walk in.
Okay, so
I
then how
walked away
quick?
from
I value
corporate.
security.
Look, and
I don't
that's
like
and that's
risky.
that's
I
a
don't like risky business all the time.
but you know what? I think that's very important. One of the people that I listened to when I started my journey was Gary Vaynerchuk, and he basically said, go make the most amount of money you can make for the least amount of work you have to do so you can invest the rest of your time in what it is that you want to pursue. And to me, I think that is a very, very accurate
Right.
philosophy. I don't think that you should. I mean, Marv is different. I've known Marv for a while. Marv is a hustler, but Marv got a couple hustles. And before he jumped out, I know, everybody had to start somewhere. And so a lot of it just comes down to, you know, are you financially ready to be 100% independent? Like I got so many
Mhm.
dope stories. I know a black golfer who runs like his own insurance joint. He's getting ready to get out of the insurance business to pursue his dream of being a professional golfer. And when he called me, I hit him and I said, "Do it.
Yeah.
Do it."
Well, dreams aren't cheap, and I ain't talking about I ain't talking about financially cheap. Dreams, following a dream is uncomfortable. It's scary, and sometimes you don't jump. Sometimes you was forced. For instance, for me, I worked at a job on Friday. We had a party. They was literally giving out $100 bills. On Monday, we got to the office. They said, "Clear your desk. We're closing for good."
Ooh.
That was my final catalyst to
Ooh.
say I will never let anybody control for a while. I'm trying to figure out how to feed my family,
Ooh.
and I just didn't know. But like that's devastating. There was
Yeah.
no heads up or
Yeah.
nothing. But luckily for me, I've literally been starting businesses since I've been 10 years old. I had a lawn service to newspapers, then working a job, selling shoes, doing some nefarious things to managing artists. So it's always been about me
Boy
believing in me.
I like that word.
That boy said
You gotta
nefarious.
do,
I like that shit.
you gotta you gotta do some nefarious shit to get there. One of my mentors told me, he just told me flat out, you don't get rich in America without doing some nefarious shit.
Agreed.
Every American fortune
Boss.
is built off some nefarious
Yeah.
shit.
I'm gonna start using
So
nefarious every
Every other word.
possible time that I can. Like that shit is spicy. I like that shit.
but he's speaking facts,
yeah,
man. I've my father was around and he just gave me the game and he said, "Look, son, this is just what it is. Look at how America is built. You gonna have to get your hands dirty. It's gonna be some nefarious situations you might be in to accumulate your wealth. It just is what it is, man. And so that being said, you got to respect the grind. You got to respect the hustle. To those that put in the work and prepare for the opportunities, I always find that those that don't understand end up hating. Those that don't get it end up, being upset with themselves. And I would tell you, if you're on the other end of that, you have the opportunity too. You just have to find how to get to what it is you want and prepare for the opportunity or create the opportunity. And when it comes, whoop ass and take names. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
all a hater is. A hater just don't know how. He ain't found his how yet. It's the same reason like when they say Amazon don't pay taxes or Donald Trump whatever didn't pay taxes. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad
My
at
G
you.
found the loopholes.
I'm not mad
Like
at
yeah,
you.
like but I know for a fact though, just off my general reading that if you look at like the American tax code, let's say it's 1,000 pages, 100 pages to pay taxes, 900 pages it's how to not pay taxes legally. So, like I said, you just have to figure out your how. You got to go get it. You got to understand it's going to be lonely. You're going to be broke at first for the most part. People not going to understand. People going to say, why did you do it? You was so comfortable doing A, B, and C, D. But, yo, you uncomfortable as fucking. I don't care how much money you got until you start figuring out what's for you.
I agree. Me and you, we on the same page. I want to help a hater today. If you're hating,
Oh my
you
god.
can just figure out how. You don't have to hate. You don't have to be like, oh, my man's got a podcast. I want a podcast, but then don't podcast. Go get your podcast on.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody stopping you, player.
Ain't no perfect. And
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no perfect.
He petty.
Ain't no
He's so
even
petty.
if you gotta do it from your phone, it ain't no perfect. They may not start with you, but I also seen you 3-4 years ago when we started this journey, before you thought you was gonna become a podcaster. I remember you 20-something plus years ago in your little apartment recording music. It was the first time I recorded music in the studio.
They don't know.
Yeah, like I
Hey.
You
seen
about to tell all your business.
You know,
Marv, you remember when we rode out to New York for that music conference? They all look. We listened to Jay the whole way, then we listened to Kanye on the way back. It was crazy, man. Just for like 6 minutes, dog. But do you know what the most memorable part about that trip though was? Do you still remember when my man who was reviewing the music was sucking on the lollipop? And you was like, yo, I can't get with that. That ain't no man shit. Men don't suck on lollipops.
Wow.
Man, when you young,
men can't have a lollipop.
Yo, we was mad young and mad offensive at that time, man.
When you young, dog, you can't do. You think everything is some off-center shit.
Man, we was
But
wild.
now you get older, you be like, whatever. Feel like I'm about to eat this banana, and I don't care how y'all feel about
man,
it.
It's delicious
wild, man.
and nutritious.
It was a good trip, but we've been doing hip hop. We've been I know I've been a part of music for a long time. I know it may be new for other individuals, but I've been doing this, and now this is just another extension. Shout out to my homie Manifest. He said, I think if you complain about the situation and don't change it, then whose fault is that? You have to check in the mirror and make that change. Like Mike said, we going Mike Jackson, the man in the mirror.
I know you better make some more goddamn music, man. I've been
Oh, I
listening
know,
to
man. I saw
YouTube
your post.
through
I
the
got
whole shit.
music. I've been writing. I
I'm
just gave you
harassing
some
you on
bars.
YouTube.
He said, I'm harassing
Man,
you on YouTube.
Look,
I'm gonna harass you on YouTube because the boy made great music, like music that he put this album out 3-4 years ago and it aged well, and now
yeah.
he want to be Joe Budden and Gilly the Kid and not make no motherfucking
No,
music.
I'm still gonna make music as well.
It's offensive.
I'm gonna do comedy too. They don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff coming. So I've been recording, I've been writing, I've been getting my process ready. I just been laying in the cut, but I feel you, Marv. Look, man, I appreciate you calling in. Love to have you. You know what I'm saying? Look, thank you for everything you've done. That being said, we appreciate the words of knowledge, man. Marv from Detroit. What up, though? Thanks, bro, for hitting the line.
What up, though?
Bye, Marv.
Right. Bye.
That being
Anytime Marv calls, I want to sing It's So Cold in the D.
It's so cold in the deep. How the
Yes.
fuck we supposed to eat? All
Uh-huh.
that's on my
All I need
mind.
is mine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my joint, man. Matter of fact, the job I was talking about earlier, where I basically was offered a layoff or to go to another department. That was in Detroit. I was in the D at that time, and I was at that job at that time. We used to go off in the office, man, and just have a good time when that track came on. Plus, I worked like the midnight shift and the night shift, so we was extra turned up with that one. So
Y'all wasn't working.
no,
we
was working. We was having a good time. we was wild though. I was a manager at that point too. And let's just say, a couple people talked to me and said we was laughing and having too much fun, but I don't know how you can have too much fun at a job. Like if I'm having this much fun and the work getting done, why is that a problem?
I'm not mad.
I'm just trying
they just want you to do more. That's all.
I'm just trying to take advantage of the opportunity. All right, look, let's get to the news, man. We gonna go ahead. We talk about opportunity though, man. Look, let's get to the news. All right, Brittany, what we got going on in the news?
Well, you know what we all had an opportunity to witness last night was the first of 3 presidential debates between our current president, Mr. Donald Trump, and Joe Biden.
Look at you. You were so presidential when you said that.
I try, As presidential as I might have sounded when I said it, I did not subscribe.
You didn't watch?
No, I did not. For a couple reasons. First one being how the internet works. Anything of value that was said was going to be highlighted within moments anyway. So I wasn't going to give watching that the free rent space in my brain. It was unnecessary. And secondarily, I feel like there's only one option right now anyway. I feel like a debate is for when, you're trying to pick your position. I know my position already. It's not my favorite position, but it's the one that I'm going to play. So I don't feel the need to watch it. Did you watch it?
Wow.
Oh, you sound so
I can't
disappointed
believe that you wouldn't watch just for pure entertainment value. Last night was...
You did not know it was going to be that entertaining.
I didn't, but in the first 5 minutes, I got a glimpse. I said, oh, these white men about to fight. I want to see some white men fight.
You're petty.
Look, because I imagine white people watched it. Like old white men watched it and they were like, why are y'all making us look so bad? Like for me, I already know that 45 isn't presidential, right? I already know this. I know he's not presidential. What I wanted to know is how is Biden gonna handle it. And Biden came out like I would have came out. I ain't taking no shit. Can somebody get this clown? Did you just refer to the man who has the most power in the United States of America as a clown? Did you do that on national television? Like, my reaction was like, what was that? The Great White Hype when Damon Wayans was fat and flubby and the white boy punched him and he was like, "Are you trying to embarrass me on national TV?"
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. That's not shocking if you don't respect someone. Like, I would have expected a little bit worse, to be honest.
No, but look, this is 80-year-old Biden. I didn't expect him to come out with the gusto. He came out with the gusto. Thanks, Dan. It was pure comedy. It was comedy. I watched for entertainment purposes only. It was essential. Look, I had tears when he said, okay, look. When Joe Biden called this man a clown, I cried. I laughed harder than I had ever laughed because I couldn't believe that, in front of the world. This ain't just the United States. He was in front of the world. He said exactly what we've all been saying. He shushed him like he was 6. Can somebody tell him to shush? Shush! It was entertaining. I'm sorry. It was better than MMA fighting. It was better than Mayweather and McGregor.
No.
It was funny. It was, and then when 45 started arguing with the moderator, wanted to beast up. He was all like, "Oh, I'm the moderator. You want to work out with me, 45?" It looked like I just wanted to yell, "Fight, fight, fight!" I thought they was going, man. Look, I was entertained. But I didn't watch it because my vote was going to be swayed. I watched it because I knew some funny shit was going to happen, and it did.
Well, that's that on that, I guess. Maybe I'm just not so amused.
Danny said you need to watch the next one.
The moments that I caught and the highlights that I caught were difficult to watch because it was a whole bunch of talking over each other, and like I got frustrated in like the first 3 or 4 minutes. I was just like, why? This is so everyone is talking at once. We're this is what we're doing. It was just difficult for me to like listen to. Personally, I don't know.
Brittany, look, let me tell you something.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting chastised again.
When Joe Biden said, "Oh, let's just take the bleach for the coronavirus," 2 points. Come on, national television, this man humiliated. You got people who went to the hospital for drinking bleach because the president said, "Can't we just attack with a little UV with the bleach and we just get some sun on the inside of your body?"
Haven't we talked about the bleach?
Yes.
Already? Everyone's talked about the bleach.
Yes.
Everyone's called him a clown. Everyone said that he's orange. Everyone said that he's trash.
Yes.
Everyone's talked about his hair.
Yes.
Everyone's talked about everything already.
Yes. And we want more. We want more because we're in quarantine. We want to see something funny like 2 old white men fighting. Matter of fact, later on that night, I went to watch 2 grumpy old men just so I could imagine these 2 individuals fighting each other. The truth is you're probably right. Democrat nor Republican really give a fuck about us anyway. It doesn't matter who's in power, but it was funny to watch. It was a great production. I can't wait for the second one.
October 15th.
I'm ready. Look, I cannot wait. I want to see.
For the sake of the pod,
matter of fact,
I will do my homework and I will watch it just so y'all can
you know what we should do?
The hell alone.
You know what we should do? We should live watch it on stream together, right?
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
We should jump on the stream together. Matter of fact, I want to invite my friends and family. Y'all come live watch it with me.
Invite all your friends.
Live stream. Watch it with me. Y'all watch it. Y'all can watch me while we watching it. And I'm gonna provide the comedy.
He's gonna tell you to mute your mic. You might not want to pull up.
Mute your mic though. Mute your mic. Type in the chat.
We about to go live. Mute your mic.
Now look, if everybody listens real early, like when we first get started, you can hear Brittany singing before we even start the show. Brittany, mute your mic.
I was trying to catch my vibe. I was listening to Pretty Ricky. I had a throwback moment, and I felt like you should join me. That's all. It was on purpose.
That's hilarious. Look, D Rands, I am. October 15th, I'm going to go live, and I am going to live watch the debate, and I'm going to provide my
Fine,
live reaction.
I guess I'll be
Come
there.
on, Britt. We gonna do our thing. We gonna have a good time. That being said,
Postmates me some dinner. We could talk about it.
No, we are. We gonna talk about it. The real question
Fine.
is were issues addressed? No, I don't think we really caught any issues. I did like how Joe addressed the people. I didn't like how basically Trump encouraged white supremacists. That wasn't shocking. We knew what it was. All that being said,
he said he's all gas.
Yeah, he's super
Donald
gas.
Is all gas.
Well, the thing is I don't take Trump to be stupid. Most people do, but Trump's very intelligent. He knows what the fuck he's doing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real question. Do you think that it is humanly possible for him to be president again?
Yes.
Same.
Yes. Yes, President Trump can be the president again.
What are we going to do if he does?
Live another 4 years. Be divided. Be violent. Protest. Try and make money. Try and survive Corona. That's all that's going to happen. Ain't nobody going to do nothing if he's president again. I'm honest. I could see him saying, I ain't leaving. What y'all gonna do then?
You gonna be like, pack me up?
Yeah, I mean, is President Trump leaving if he's not voted the president?
He's staying.
For me, I truly believe that it doesn't. I mean, it matters. I'm ready to get rid of Trump. It's time for a change. We've been divided publicly for a very, very long time. But all that being said,
would you rather go back to the silent divide?
No, I don't want to go back to the silent divide either. What I would like to do is
I do value the fact that he brought it to head.
Yeah. And what I would like to do is take advantage of being black in America, tell my story, and do what it is that I got to do. Yes, Michael, you have a question. Type it.
Ooh.
I got a Michael Pinoir on YouTube who has a question.
He did this like how I be doing. Ooh, pick me.
If you had to kiss a U.S. presidential candidate, oh man, I'd kiss Biden. I'd kiss him right on his cheek. Lead us to the promised land, Biden.
Wait, you said if we had to kiss one?
If you had to kiss a U.S. presidential candidate, which one would you kiss?
For sure, Biden's getting the
that
tongue.
Would be. Oh, I don't know about tongue.
I mean, if we have to take it there, let's take it there.
I mean, dang. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. You like all up in Biden's. That might work for him, though, the way he be out here fondling people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
Is that a question?
He said, thank you for finally giving me a legitimate answer. No one would answer me. Look, I'm going to vote for I'm going to just keep it real. I'm voting for Biden because I don't think that President Trump has done a good job. Yeah, I'm definitely kissing Kamala Harris. I'll kiss her. I'm not kissing nobody else.
No. I'm not trying to be funny. Low-key?
Yeah.
She kind of thick, though.
I mean,
she got a little body on her. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad look. She's no Michelle.
No, definitely not Michelle, man. Shout out to Michelle Obama.
But I'm not mad at her.
That's my boo right there. I got all kinds of boos. Michelle is a boo.
I know. You stay claiming
everybody's a boo. Oh, look. Michael Pinoir, I think he's trolling us. He said personally, I'd love to be taken tenderly from behind by Biden. I think he'd be a caring lover. Well, we all have dreams. If the
Yeah,
opportunity presents itself,
caringly
I
though.
hope you can take advantage of it.
Lube up, dude.
That being said, what else we got in the news?
Apparently, BET wants us to care um,
Oh,
about their nominations for the Hip Hop Awards.
BET wants us to care about the nomination for the Hip Hop
Yeah,
Awards.
they're like, we gonna have an award show. Y'all coming? Because you can't go nowhere else. It's gonna be virtual. Y'all pulling up. When's the last time you watched the BET Awards?
Ooh.
Honestly,
Um, last time I watched the
mm.
BET Awards, which is it's crazy because I'm a musician. I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. um,
Nope, you ain't watching.
yeah. I haven't watched it in a while just because I haven't found it that interesting. I think the last one I really
Same.
and y'all shouldn't blame me, okay? So I'm gonna just keep this real. We can get this. Um
Uh-oh.
this is this is just real, right? I don't really watch award shows, none of them, because I think I'm dope and I should probably be there. It's more something for me than it is anybody else. Right? I think I'm that dope. I should be up there. That I should be accepting an award for something. Right? And that's not the Kanye West in me. That's just me. I've always been that way. Like if I'm not there, I don't want to participate unless I manifest it and I get there. That's just me. Right? Now, I have seen some or like we talked about with the presidential debate, you said you can find it later. I can find the performances that were worthy of my attention later, right? The Kendrick,
For sure.
Lamar performance with Beyonce. Like, I have people who tell me, yo, you should check out this performance, and then I'll go back and I'll watch it. But then let's talk about it, right? Shout out to you, Michael. Yeah, we are listening, bro. I can't talk for the other people who won't answer your question, but it's mad love. Thanks for tuning in.
Mm.
Lyricist of the year.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a lineup. I'm a little confused about it.
Well, I don't understand how there's some people that like, okay, how is Drake lyricist of the year? And I'm not saying Drake don't have bars, but okay, he makes great music, and I get it. He has number one hits, and I'm a fan. I love his music. Lyricist, how is Royce the 5'9" left off that list? Royce is a monster. How is
How can
Freddie
you be voted?
Gibbs? How is Freddie Gibbs left off that list? He's a monster. You know what I'm
Can
saying?
you be lyricist of the year without a project for the year?
Well, I think he released the mixtape, but yeah, he's Drake. He can be anything. Plus, he's light skinned. Team light
What if
skin.
he's not Drake? You get on my nerves.
Team light skin. You can do whatever you want.
You know where I stand. Cocoa Brown all year round. Talk about it.
I love Coco Brown too, but y'all they be trying to hate on the light skins, and Drake is dominating, and he's done it for so long that people want to hate him. So yeah, you can be on the list. You ain't got a project, but some of these other people, to me, and I could be wrong. Am I wrong? Is Meg the Stallion a lyricist?
Drake make it spit, and she had a project, so that's how I feel about that. At least she released something for the year, whereas Drake did not, light skin or not. Cole did not, light skin or not.
Yeah, Cole did. I feel like he dropped something. I feel like he did. I always hear Cole.
Do you feel it or do you know so? Because if you don't know so, then
Well, then
that
let's
leaves a
look it
lot of
up.
space for opportunity.
Since we talking, we got the information at our fingertips.
Oh, look, the black ass bottom line. It's a popularity contest.
Well, aren't they all really? Kanye exposed. You can kind of pay for it if you spend the right amount of money. You can buy an award, right? Very similar to how 50 Cent bought, the Star of Fame. It doesn't mean that it isn't an accomplishment. It's a popularity contest, and it can be.
Everyone buys their stars, though, right? Ain't that how that
I
works?
think,
They
yeah.
nominate you. They're like, if you want a star, you can hand over the bread and you can have it.
Yeah, okay, so
So,
J. Cole Revenge of the Dreamers 3 Director's Cut, Dreamville, and J. Cole. So J. Cole does have a release recently.
The Dreamville Project.
It's the Dreamville Project. But let's, I mean, that had Middle Child. That was, we know.
Hella people was on it.
Hella people. But his cuts was the dopest.
I would like to petition for Ari Lennox, but that's because I'm not a hip hop girl. She's a little soulful moment.
Shout out to Ari. I love Ari too. When I think of lyricists of the year, Big Sean is on it. I love Rhapsody, but then we had the conversation: do women need their own category? I'm glad she was nominated for lyricist of the year. If y'all haven't listened to the Rhapsody, she's a beast. My girl 3D Not T is probably one of the coldest lyricists out of New Orleans. Not many people know about her. She an indie, but why is she? I mean, she's a dope lyricist.
Is she fine?
Yeah, she fine too, but I don't think that she was down to play the industry game, right? So then once again, shout out to Dan, it becomes a popularity contest, right? Who's the most popular lyricist? But once again, I would tell you Freddie Gibbs is fire. You know what I'm saying?
He's not popular enough.
He should be.
But he's not.
Who rapping with Freddie Gibbs right now? Him and Royce. Who?
You're getting really aggressive.
That's all I'm saying. BT hip hop. Who's watching? Are y'all watching the? Look, I love hip hop. Are y'all watching the BET Awards?
I'll watch the performances the next day on the website. That's
there
what I'll
you go.
do.
Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too old to be watching the hip hop nominations and all that.
That part.
But maybe I'm aged out.
I don't know some of them people.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I always like watching like the double XL freshmen do their little cipher. Like I always find that to be comedic, like that's kind of like Biden and Trump. Like I know somebody gonna give me something to laugh at, right? And so maybe the BET nomination Hip Hop Awards needs more comedy. Maybe that's what it is. All right, what else we got?
What else went on? Let me look at the docket.
We got Tory Lanez.
Oh, Tory.
Yeah, we got Tory.
Okay.
What's going on with Tory?
I guess we got to get into it. So last week he went on the good old Twitter and he said, "Hey guys, I've been gone. Sorry, but today I got time. 9:00, going live." So everyone was like, "Oh shit, Tory going live. He about to say something." Long story short, 9:00 came, 9:00 went. About 9:15, 9:20, the Daystar album drops, which is a 17-track album. No live, by the way. I was gonna be there for the live. However, that didn't happen.
Live didn't happen?
Live did not happen, but the album dropped, 17 tracks. And I don't think anyone cared about the Sonics. It was like, what happened to Meg? We knew you were going to use this opportunity to talk about the Stally, and we want to know your stance on the Stally. I did not listen. I'm so good at not subscribing to shit. I did not listen to the album. I impressed myself, honestly. Let's just keep it a stack. From what I read, there were shots at Kehlani. There were shots at, he talked about his crush on Kylie, which was part of the issue with the Meg situation. He said he actually questioned the validity of her being shot because he said, how you get shot in your feet, miss tendons and bones 2 times? How'd that happen? How you say you got shot with your back turned to me and I shot you?
Do we got to see the physical wound and some stitches? Do we need?
She showed that.
Did she show it? Oh, I wasn't.
She did.
Did she?
She definitely showed that a couple of weeks before she said that nigga shot me. Also, Tory's an idiot.
Ooh.
He gets the dumb nigga of the month award because how you gonna drop this little raggedy ass 17-track moment about dismissing this woman who got injured on the day that everyone is in uproar about Breonna Taylor, someone who actually got shot by a man and died. Where are your people?
Yeah, I think that I've it's hard to talk about Tory Lanez because I think he still will make a comeback because this is the world of comebacks. I mean, he did drop another album. He did do some dissing. He did ask some questions, but I just think everything has been poorly executed. I understand from what I read, this was the day his mom was born and passed away. So
I'm sorry, Tori, we don't know that lady.
it had some symbolic,
God bless
but
her. We
clearly
don't know
he
that
did it
lady.
recently in the last 2 months. And with Breonna Taylor and Kentucky not bringing charges versus the cops and you shooting a woman, it's time to just be silent. It's time to. I mean, you were already quiet, right? Shout out to Ricky Ross for the jokes. If y'all don't know, I'm here. I'm here for the jokes.
How,
Ricky Ross said, "Yo, I got this little smart car for you. I heard you went double acrylic on mixtapes.com. Like I'm done with the comedy. I'm done
Double
with the comedy,
acrylic.
man. Like shout out to that. But Tory has his own career in his own hands. I was really happy for him when I found out he went independent. It meant that he could get more money for himself. I think he might have dropped it in an attempt to, I don't know, control the narrative, have a conversation, maybe drum up some lawyer fees. I don't know why, and I really don't care because I didn't listen to it. I just hope that this whole situation is resolved quietly
What
from
is there
now
to
on.
resolve?
Well, I mean,
Oh, Kelsey has something to say, apparently.
what Kelsey had to say.
Kelsey ain't said nothing yet, but apparently she's planning to say something, and apparently Kelsey's story aligns more closely to Meg or to Tori's story than Meg's. And Kelsey was the fourth person in the vehicle. Kelsey's the friend. Tori, Meg, Kelsey, bodyguard.
I'm just tired. Will somebody come out and tell the truth? Shit.
Mm-mm.
Can we just get
No
the
one.
truth?
To be honest, I don't even care anymore.
I don't either. Man, this is the
I
third
cared
week
for
we
like the
talked
first
about
week
it.
and a half.
Right. I don't want to talk about it no more. We're not bringing up Tory or Meg up again unless somebody is arrested and gone to jail. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't care.
Arrest the shooter of Meg the Stallion.
All right. Look, that was the news for this week. We got one more segment for y'all. We're going to go to Off the Top. For those that are still tuned in, look, we appreciate you. If you want to call in, the number is 419-464-7246. We can talk about what it is you want to talk about, player. We can talk about it. That being said, we're going to get into some Off the Top. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Gia, for those that don't know, my name is Kynard. You just tuning in. I'm here with my host, Brittany. Thank you for coming to the Dope Dialogue podcast. We talked about opportunity earlier today. As well, we talked about the news with the presidential debate, the BET Hip Hop Awards, and Tory Lanez for the last time. This segment, we're going to do some quick reactions. Get ready for it off the top. See what we got. Brittany, what you got for me?
You done warmed up. I feel like I should really hit you with something ridiculous
hit me with something.
today.
Let's go.
Oh, no. Okay. We'll start light. PS5.
Is she going to buy it? When's she going to buy it? I need her to buy it. I'm going to blow her back out. She can give me my PS5. Thank you, boo. Next.
Wait a minute. Stop it right
saying.
there.
I'm just
Stop
saying.
it. What is the culture? I just need this answered for me really quick because I know you be gaming
Cause
and shit.
look,
What is the deal? What is
this
the deal
is
with
the
having your
season.
bitch buy you the system?
This is
What is
the
what is that about?
season for sugar mamas. Okay, this is the
Oh my
season for
god.
girlfriends who love their man. This
You just made
is
my
the
scalp itch.
season
Oh
for you
god.
to shine, woman. If you want to love your man the best way you can, you get him that PS5 or that new Xbox, you'll be loved for however love lasts.
What? You can't suck dick no more? What's the problem?
I'm just saying, I need the PS5. We'll blow the back out, and it'll be a fair exchange. That's simple. I want to play the video games, and I need a sponsor. If you're willing to sponsor the boy, leave your information in the comments.
What they hit for? How much are they?
$500.
Okay, all right. We're gonna move on.
And I need one game that's gonna be $60, and I need a joystick that's gonna be another $40. So I need at least $600 just to show me you love me. Simple.
To be ignored. To be ignored.
Oh no, you're
That's
gonna
the
be
best part.
ignored. But then, at least I'm gonna be at home and I ain't gonna be bothering nobody else but you when the time is right.
Got
Get
it.
my $600, babe.
Still not getting it. Still not getting it.
What's next?
Taxes.
Woo! I do them. I don't want the IRS coming after me because I am not Donald Trump. I am black like Wesley Snipes. I do not have 3 years to be doing and just giving away on no bullshit. I do file. Just
Isn't
in
that
case
wild?
the
Wesley was
IRS
like,
is checking.
800,000. Y'all need it? Here it go. And they was like, jail.
He tried to give him the money. They was like, no, you going to jail, player. As
Right.
Paul Mooney said, he doesn't have the complexion for the protection. So he had to go to jail. So I pay mine faithfully. I don't even be claiming
Halloween.
nobody else's kids. I only claim mine's.
Period. The best Halloween candy.
Oh. I initially wanted to say candy corns, but I know people hate them.
If you eat candy corn, you are not trustworthy.
Yeah, I eat candy corns. I smash.
This is over then. This is the last episode with me on it.
But I wouldn't say
it's good, guys.
It's the favorite. She said she done took off the headphones.
I'm out of here. This is crazy. I gotta
go. Let's ask them in the comments, what's the best Halloween candy?
You know what I like? I talk about it.
What is it?
It's not just Halloween. I like a caramel apple moment, and I know as a man you're not gonna eat that because that's homosexual or gay or whatever.
I eat a caramel apple.
They feel like seasoned to me.
No,
the little tart green apple pie with a little caramel wrapped around it. They're delicious.
Oh, look at you! Look, the caramel apple is dope, but that's too healthy. I would probably
no the pop, not the apple, the candy.
What is it again?
It's a lollipop.
Oh, okay.
The little flat green joint.
Oh, like the little dum-dums?
No. Don't make me Amazon Prime you a box.
Oh,
I will do it. I will do it. It's a green apple lollipop.
What's the name
it's kind
again?
of flat. Shit, I don't know. Caramel apple lollipop? Shit, I don't know. They're flat. The wrapper is green. The lollipop is green.
Oh, with the little caramel. Oh, no, those are dope. I got a picture of it. I got a picture. Mm-hmm. I like those. Yeah, those are dope. Caramel gets stuck in my teeth,
right
though.
You know how it gets juicy right here?
Do that again. Do that
again. Made me shiver.
That's funny to me. That's funny to me.
It's like sweet and it's tart. Ooh, right here.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
It's watery.
So for me, I'm going to probably say Reese Cup. Rolando said Kit Kat. I like the little individual joints because it don't make me feel fat if I have like 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? I get a couple individual joints. They just individually mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel fat. So I'm with the individual Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Snickers, Reese Peanut Butter Cup. I know we didn't have that, but is Halloween canceled? We canceling Halloween? We still going to get candy?
I in my home state, they say don't you do it.
They said don't do it?
They said don't you do it. I don't know what they're gonna do if you try to do it, but I know they're telling kids not to go trick or treating, but that don't mean grown
No,
folks
people
ain't
go
gonna do
trick or
Halloween
treat. They gonna
functions.
trick or treat. I think people gonna put candy out and just let people come take it, but I won't be out there. I'll just buy some candy.
You know what kind of bitch I am? I do honey buns.
Oh shit! You be passing out honey buns?
Honey buns, cuz and
you
bags of kettle corn.
Oh, you the real
for the
MVP.
children. And juice.
You be having the whole hood turned up.
Put it in a Ziploc baggie and some juice.
Oh,
Here, take this Capri Sun. Get up out my face.
Juicy juice.
I'm here for the kids.
That's funny.
I like a honey bun. I feel like they should enjoy it too. All right, sorry. We got really distracted because it's exciting. Anyway, let's move on.
Rolly, I'm with you though. I'm throwing candy on. I'm going to just buy the candy. Forget all that. Just go ahead and pick up the candy and eat it and say happy Halloween to myself. All right, what we got next?
R. Kelly.
Damn.
That's it? That's all we got?
When
for what?
When a woman is fed up, I mean, that's the foreshadowing for his whole situation. All these women is mad fed up with him. It ain't just one or two.
Did you cancel
the whole congregation of women are fed up with R. Kelly. That's damn. He got stabbed or it was attempted stabbing. Whew. This man wrote, I believe I can fly. I wonder what he feels now.
Cold. Dark.
So what we got next?
Did you cancel R?
Yeah, I could, and I love his music. I came up, as we talked about last week, making love and putting music on. In my earlier heyday, as I was spreading my wild oats, R. Kelly was definitely in the the LL Cool J playlist. You know what I'm saying? I got my oils in my tape deck. I had to put R. Kelly on because R. Kelly was going to set the mood. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly was about to help me get the panties. So, but he, at that point, you know, when you found out what was going on with R. Kelly, I had to automatically cancel him before it was even cancel culture. I couldn't listen to it without knowing what the real was, you know?
Yeah.
For me,
it was too hard to disconnect. Right. I feel like in some cases you can disconnect the subject matter from the artist, but be it that his subject matter was so closely related to what the hell he's in jail for, it was impossible.
Well, and I know he did some stepping music, and I know people still step with him because he created, you know, that vibe and not created the vibe, but he popularized. He had some music where some stepping was going on. But it wasn't for me. I moved on. What we got next?
Okay. Women in a barbershop.
Women in the barbershop cutting hair or women just hanging out?
Both.
I don't like it. I don't like that.
Either way, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Tell me why you don't like it.
Because usually that's a safe space for men to be men. And I'm not saying that she can't come in. The dynamic changes when she enters into the building. And if it's a reputable barbershop, the things that we might necessarily talk about, if a woman wasn't in our presence, we have to be respectful and we don't talk about, or we're not as animated. We may want to talk about sports, and instead of being rah-rah, we may, have to be toned down. So the energy shifts. I loved Eve in the barbershop movies, but she presented some issues, right? It was two dudes who liked her. She had issues of who she was dealing with as a barber. And as men, we want to be protective. And if we work with you, it becomes a situation where it just changes the dynamic for me as a man. It's not what I want to encounter when I go to the barbershop. If a woman comes in and she trying to get her son's haircut, then at least I shut up. I be quiet. I don't be having nothing to say. I don't participate in none of the festivities and none of the talking and none of the conversations. I may laugh, but I look at her first and check if she laughing. And if she laughing, then I'll let my laugh out. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. I have homeboys that are like my brothers who own barbershops, and if I pull up at the barbershop, they ain't never gonna be like, "All right, Britt, it's time for you to go," because I
No.
feel like they look at me like this is my sis for real. Like if y'all don't fuck with her, you don't fuck
Yeah.
with her, and we gonna fight. So
Yeah, but once
I don't feel like
again,
it's ever been a situation
yeah.
where they were just like, "Ooh, let's back because Brittany's in the building." Like,
Yeah.
I hear the raggedy shit y'all be talking
Yeah,
about, and it's entertaining to me.
yeah. I mean, it can get misogynistic and offensive.
Trash.
It can be super trash.
Y'all are dumpster in the
Yeah, I
barbershop.
mean,
Y'all are
dudes
dumpster
got some
juice.
more than women. I think that's a known fact. You know, dudes being there talking about all kinds of trash situations, and it's like a Hoodville post on
I be knowing
IG.
who all cheating on their girl by the time I leave.
What'd you say?
I said I be knowing who all cheating on their girl by the time I
See,
leave. It's
and that's
great.
not information you should be privy to. You know what
I
I'm
be
saying?
knowing,
Dudes be.
but I'm quiet though, cause I be in there with the niggas though. Like,
No,
oh,
I get.
you
I
blew her,
don't want to
you
be in
took her
no
down.
barbershop
You
with
took
no
her down
woman,
though.
right?
Ooh, you took her
Even the
down,
ladies
G.
that cut hair and are attractive, I don't want my barber to be attractive like that, man. Because I just don't.
It's problematic.
It's problematic. Because at that point, you might want to shoot your shot. Now you done lost the dope barber because she not giving you the rhythm. You know how many dudes she got trying to shoot shots at her? If she look good and she cut hair and she ain't nothing to butt around dudes and she understand that she got to get a PS5 for her man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't trying to deal with all that.
You're
Like
rude.
a whole Hoodville IG post in the barbershop with the fellas. We ain't got time for that. Next.
I'm gonna give you a moment to try to take back one that you said before.
Okay. You got a call back?
You
What you
have
want?
you have a you have a sense to lose. One of your five.
I
Which one of your
I
five senses
initially
are you going to
said that I
choose to
would
let go?
rather lose my sight than to lose taste. Now you said you wanted to lose smell. I would probably
Hell yes.
take taste. I've been eating a long time and food tastes very delicious. I got a problem. Maybe I can get rid of my problem if the food don't taste. You know, I can just eat to live and not live to eat. You know? Because for
So
me,
you just gonna
I'm
be
gonna keep it
slim.
real. Food tastes so good. The first, like I get 2 burgers, I'm gonna get the first one just to knock out my hunger. The second one, I just want to confirm that it tastes as good as I thought it did. So if I
You just
had to get
greedy.
rid of one, I'd probably get rid of taste.
Really?
I look. Food for me is my kryptonite. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of
What about
people have a
females
lot of
though?
problems in life, but for me, there's nothing like I eat for no godly reason. I celebrate and eat, watch TV and eat. I be in my thoughts eating. You know what I'm saying? I just
What about other things you put your mouth on? You don't want to taste those either no more? That's out?
are you referring to nefarious things?
Yeah, for sure. You know I'm a nefarious ass bitch.
You funny.
For
I
sure.
mean, it is what it is. The tongue game is solid anyway, so it doesn't. I mean, I would miss it, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no situation where that would stop the tongue game. Tongue game is immaculate out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, taste or no taste, that's gonna be what it is. So yeah,
So taste is out for you,
I
huh?
would much rather smell a woman than you know what I'm saying, had a taste situation. As long as she smell like, you know, lilacs
Hmm.
and orchids, you know, she got her bed bath or what is that the Beauty Works? What's that spot?
A Bath and Body
Bath and
Works.
Body Works. She got her sprays.
Hmm.
She's smelling
Should have
good.
been doused.
Yeah, no, yeah. She do like 400 of these while she in the mirror, and she hitting all of her creases and her elbows, and you know what I'm saying? And I roll up on her and her pheromones and screaming. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I let go of taste. That's probably where I'm at on that one. What we got next?
Yo, I just want you to know. I'm watching the live, right?
Yeah.
As we're talking, and all I see is you doing all this.
Cause that's what it be looking like when she in that mirror. She be like, oh, then I be like,
Spray it, walk
yeah,
into
I'm
it,
like,
spray it and
dang
walk
girl,
into it.
look at you. You gonna smell
Yeah.
good, ain't you?
And sometimes you hit the undercarriage for safekeeping. The down lows, the up highs.
It'd be like a whole action flick. I'd be like, dang.
It's a lot.
But she smell good. What's good, L. Williams? L. Boogie, what's up? We having a good time, man. We talking about it. We got one more?
Yeah. Voyeurism.
This is funny. I like this. This is a good one.
That's because you're nasty.
Yeah, I'm probably nasty. Voyeurism, for me, damn. When I was young, I wanted to be a porn star. I wouldn't have minded. When I was in my younger days, you know, I remember being on a trip, smashing with somebody in the other bed. Like it happens. You know what I'm saying? Now, unless somebody trying to pay me for it, like I need big money though. I need to be set for life. I need like a $5 million deal or something. You know what I'm saying? You watch
You better
me.
stop it.
I'm fast.
5 million?
Yeah, I need 5 milli. Look, the boy is a superstar. I'm like LeBron James. Okay.
You said 5 million.
I mean, you gonna watch me, but I get it. I mean, to a certain extent, people watch porn. That's a form of voyeurism. Like I'm not into like the cuck, right? We had that conversation about cuckold, like where a husband watching another dude. Yeah, I'm not into that. You know, honestly, I get why people do it. I think that, like, if you with somebody and y'all watching other people, usually it turns you on and y'all want to get y'all situated and jumped off. You know what I'm saying? It's just the nature of sexual activity. And so
I feel like that's why it's good for like broads to go with their dudes to the strip club.
I'm sorry?
Sister, I said that's why I feel like it's a good thing for females to go with their dudes to the strip club.
Oh yeah. I think women should go
Sis
to
is
the
up there
strip
doing
club.
all the work for me.
Oh yeah.
All I gotta do is give her a couple 20s and she keeps doing the work for me and I get to go home and reap the benefits.
Yeah.
We going here every week.
Yeah, but see, people, you gotta be a person who isn't that square, right? Because most people, I would say the general public probably find strip clubs to be a place of filth, right? A nefarious place. But I would tell you, they have great wings, right? Ask Lemon Pepper Lou. They have great wings. It is great entertainment. And if you're taking a woman with you, 9 times out of 10, some alcohol's involved. Y'all have had a good time, and y'all clapping cheeks at the end of the night because you've been aroused. You've watched this situation. You're like, oh, that was kind of cute, and y'all experienced it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's a vibe though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been the one. You get in a strip club, you with your lady friend. She turn up with you, man. We gonna have a good time. We gonna make this shit pop.
Have you ever been to like a swingers club type place?
I've been invited, but I ain't never gone. That ain't my vibe. I've been invited. I know some people who run in those circles. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the world. You know, I've seen. Yeah. You know, I've seen some things, but that's not my speed. Once again,
I was going to tell a story, but I don't know. I don't know if that's where I was at. I'm not sure where I was.
Most people don't understand. A lot of the people that are there are old people anyway, right? Old people be the ones that's quick to get butt naked and share sexual. Like, it's not you. From what I've heard, you're not just popping up in one of these and you gonna see the Adonis, and he's like 30 years old, and he got abs and chest, and he here to blow your back out. Usually,
Hmm.
is older and a little more out of shape. You know what I'm saying?
Anglo-Saxon.
Right. To get into those Adonis parties, right, you kind of got to be wealthy and have money and some power and access, from what I've heard, right? They
And be in the circle already.
Yeah,
You just
you
not gonna
kind of
pop
got
up
to
on
be
one
in
of
the
them.
circle or be introduced to that circle.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the tens, the sexy people, they tend to run in the same circles, and it's around money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But you go to a regular one, man, it's just some regular old folk. From what I've heard, I haven't participated on my mama. You know what I'm saying? But from who I've talked to, and y'all know I be having questions and dope dialogue.
Should I tell the story?
Go ahead, tell the story.
It's a quick one. It's a quick
Go
one.
ahead.
So, me and my old roommate, we lived in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we know how it goes down there.
Y'all
It's
know
a
how I
very
go
interesting
down in
place.
the bay.
Yeah, yee! Shout out to them. Um, so we went to this very interesting place. It is a legendary place. I think there's also one in Las Vegas, and you pay like a 40 fee to get in. It opens at like 9 o'clock, stays open till like 9 a.m. the next morning. And what happened was she said, I'm gonna put on a wig, a hat. We about to go up in this joint, and we're gonna see what the hell's cracking because we've heard about this. We wanna go.
Right.
So it's like, all right, fuck it. We're a couple in here today. We go together, bitch. Like me and you.
Right.
This is it. We have fake names and everything. My name was Autumn. Her name was Candace. It was a whole thing. So we hit our homeboy like, yo, you want to go with this joint? And he was just like, yeah, let's go. I've been trying to go. And matter of fact, since y'all invited me, I'm paying.
Oh
Cool.
shit. Okay.
Guys have to pay like $100 to get in. So we walk in. There's a whole bunch of older Anglo-Saxon gentlemen walking around in towels.
Told you.
It was a very interesting place to be. It was almost like a fun house where there was like different setups and rooms and things going on. So he's in there hype. He was like, "Yo, this shit is dope. Like, look at that bad one over there in the corner getting broke down." She was fly. She was super fly. She had on a little tutu and shit. She was topless up top, but she had on like a tutu on the bottom.
Right.
So she was standing up, dude's hitting her from the back, right? And he was like, "Yo, this might be one of the best investments I ever made. A little $200 joint. We can be in here for hours and
Right.
hours." And we was like, "We don't want to be here for hours, but whatever." So sis gets up and goes to move, like to switch positions with dude, and he said, "Yo, we gotta go." And I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "We have to leave right now. Go get P." Well, this
Yeah.
her name starts with a P,
Yeah.
but that day her name was Autumn, Candace, whatever
Right.
one she was.
Okay.
Go get her. We have to leave. And I was like, "What happened?" Look at that bitch. That bitch has a dick. It's time to go. We were in there for tops 15 minutes, and he was like, "We're leaving." I said, "You just paid 200 and something dollars for us to be in." He said, "I don't give a goddamn. We're leaving." And that was the end of it.
Yeah, man.
It was interesting for 15 minutes, so
Yeah,
it was
that's the
cool.
fun house, man. Look, once again, I don't knock people for their sexual preferences and the things that they want to do. I've known some individuals that have had relationships with transsexuals who are in transition. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what they like. And so what? You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it goes. What's going on, Brittany?
Pick me,
Go
pick
ahead,
me.
Brittany.
Were they attracted to the transsexualism of it all, or were they attracted to the person
I
that just
think I
happened to be
think they
trans?
were, from what I got from the information that I was given, they were attracted to the entire situation. You know,
Oh shit! They wanted both the body parts. They wanted it
yeah.
all.
Which, once again, to each your own. If that's what it is what it is. But once again, he showed me the picture, and I was like, wow, I wouldn't have known that was a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have known. Like
Did
she
did
was
Duke still
that
have a dick?
beautiful.
Did she still have her undergunder?
I
A little
didn't get that
lowness.
deep into.
I be having questions.
I
I be
didn't
wanting
get
to
that
know.
deep into the conversation. I just asked, like he was open, so I just asked how the relationship was going and what have
Mhm.
you, because at that time, me and him had talked about knowing up front, and this person told him up front,
Mhm.
and he had a decision to make, which to me, I think is the only thing that can be asked in that type of situation. Just give me the
Right.
choice. Just like women don't want to be cheated on, like, or if you're going to cheat, they want you to break up with them and have a conversation. Give the woman the choice, the opportunity to decide. Don't take the choice
Right.
from her. That was the only conversation I was having was like as a man that's entering into this type of relationship, were you given the choice? Because sometimes they don't give the man the choice to make a decision.
Right.
I was interested because I didn't know anything about it. And I wanted to have the dialogue so I could learn, so I could understand, so I could be respectful. You know what I'm saying? I didn't judge him for it. I didn't really know him that well anyway. It's his
Mhm.
business, but it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be what it is. Voyeurism is cool. Yeah, sexually, people do what it is that you feel, as long as the other person consents and isn't, you know, hurting nobody that don't want to be hurt. All right,
Definitely.
look, that is a crazy way to end the show, but we would like to tell you thank you for joining us. We hope that y'all had a good time. Once again, I'm Kynard. That's Brittany King. Uh, Thank you for coming out to Dope Dialogue. We hope to see y'all next Wednesday. Remember, October 15th, we going to live stream watching the presidential
Oh,
debate. That's going to be
damn
fun.
it.
We talked
I
about
forgot.
opportunity, all of that. We love that you took the opportunity to join us. Once again, thank you. We hope y'all have a good night. I'm ready to go watch the Lakers,
Bye.
man, and do their thing.